Hello, my name is Sharon. I'm going to take you through a project called Showa to Showa under the goal called Conduct Business Globally. So I'm going to be discussing about the three key terms and concepts about that are found in that project called Showa to Showa. So the first one is about trade barriers. This refers to measures that the government or public authorities introduce as a way of making imported goods and services less competitive than local pro- produced goods or services. So the trade barrier impact on the business globally is that it leads to the increased price on imports, and it discourages the imports demand, insulate domestic producers. This process acts as a risk on Acme just in case it wants to order raw materials from other country. This means that there will be raised price on imports. On the other side, it minimizes the rate of the competition at the market, hence making Acme to be outstanding. And moving forward with the second key term, it's imports and exports. So imports are products or raw materials that are bought from another country for use in your own country. And exports are known to be the products or raw materials that are sold to the foreign country. So this impact the global market in a positive way, where the one benefits from the other through the imports and exports, and this leads to production of different products which are helpful to the consumer or people in need of those products or services. So with Acme, this helps it to enlarge its market even out of the country by selling the products as the exports and importing other needed raw materials so as to improve on their quality of products and services. The last one, the last key term is about exchange rates. So this refers to a price of one's country currency in terms of another country currency, which is normally classified in two terms known as domestic and foreign currency. So there are two different ways in which exchange rate affect business globally. In case there is exchange of products or services across the borders, making more than two currencies to be involved in that exchange, that means that there is either loss of or gain from the business. So depending on the value of the currency, when a country sells its products or services to another country, there are export price which the entity may change into its currency as a way of making payments. So here the buyer is at an advantage once the currency is strong. So considering like US dollar, so the buyer is at an advantage once the currency is strong against the dollar, and at a disadvantage once the currency is weak. So which is the same on the imports. So also the price competition would, as another impact is that the price competition will rise on the US market. This would be caused by the foreign competition, which raise or lower prices in the US market depending on the gain or loss for exchange rates changes. So as an example of exchange rate, considering like $1, so exchanging it to Rwandan francs, we find that it's 864.24 Rwandan francs, and $1 exchanging it into Japanese yen, it's 107.11 yen. So those are Japanese yen. So, and about Australian dollar, we find it to be 1.3. So that's how the rate changes depending on the country's currency rate. So those are the main terms that I wanted you